Hello and welcome back to my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition journey. I'm just getting right in it with these matches, and that is because I am so not proud of these matches because my opponent is a 17-year-old child who I have 20 pounds on. I am 190, he is 170, and there was a 75% no-show for this competition, so they had to ask him if he was willing to step up and roll against me. And to this kid's credit, he said yes. And then we both found out what our respective weights were, and he was nervous, but this is a lose-lose for me, and it's a win-win for him because he gets the experience of rolling against someone 10 years older than him and 20 pounds stronger. And he puts up a good fight. Meanwhile, my opponent is a 17-year-old child, and I pull guard, and we're dancing back and forth in the guard pull, and he shoots a pretty good guillotine right there, but I use the advantage of my weight to just roll over into mount because he's just a baby. He's just a baby. His father was here and acting as his coach, and he did tell me to please watch out for him. I shoot a pretty mid rear naked choke right here, and this right here I am doing atrociously wrong. This is a bad way to do a body triangle because your ankle is not supposed to be on the mat. You can hurt yourself in the ankle by doing this the way I am doing this body triangle. But I saw a buddy at my gym do it, so I am trying to do it. And I mean, this is the right setting because my opponent is just a baby. And as for his dad was a UT alumni and repping it, so hook 'em, go Longhorns. I hate OU so much. And now I am back in guard with this child. And we're doing a lot of hand fighting right here. I'm trying to set up for a triangle, and now I'm actually doing it. Now I am shooting the triangle, and I have his arm stuck. And this right here, we are getting to footage that I've used as a reference in multiple videos in the past that I will link. But he is going to try, once I roll him and cinch this triangle, to escape it in a pretty innovative way that I haven't seen before, but it is also called reaping. When you put your legs over, you are trying to reap your way out of a triangle choke. And the problem with this, especially for my opponent, is that he's just a baby, he's small, and if I were to crunch forward, I would literally tear the ligaments in his knees and hit him with a career ender. So it is important that I win in a safe, practical manner that does not cripple my opponent's grappling career. And luckily, there's a really easy way to avoid reaping, and that's just pushing the legs out of the way, which is what I will end up doing. And then this footage I've also used because despite the fact that my opponent is just a child, this is a very clean, crisp, and technical way to shoot a Kimura. And the triangle Kimura finish is incredibly effective. And this does go on the record, formerly on Smooth Comp, so it goes here as well. Yay! It feels like stat padding at this point. But it's best 2 out of 3, so I have to do one more. And he's in a blue rash guard, I'm in a blue rash guard, so we have blue on blue violence going on instead of the typical red versus blue setup that I prefer. I pull guard, and now I hit him with a guillotine. I try and roll to the side, but he is basing out pretty well. And then, so I have to resort to just reaching over with my leg and trying to pull guard. And now he is guillotining me from the back, and we're just kind of sitting here back and forth. If he had moved his hip, I would have accidentally wrist locked myself when I had my hand posted up like that. And now I use my weight to flip him and take guard, or not guard, but I'm sitting in his half guard, but I sweep to the top. And now we are both in mutual octopus rolls. Octopus guard, if you will, and we're both able to roll each other. Because he rolls me, and then I immediately roll back. And this is a reference to my first Jiu-Jitsu World League match, because doing this is how my opponent was able to avoid the sweep and win that. And now we're being reset because we are at the edge of the mat. We are right here in front of my wife as she records it. And we have to reset in half guard. This kid is putting up a really good fight. And I also respect the fact that if you look in the back corner, you can see my opponent from the gi matches watching us and rooting as well. Again, very low turnout, very disappointing tournament in general, but this is a reflective of the BJJ community in large in that they are very supportive and full of good people. Now I'm prying my way to half guard. I've successfully done it, and I'm pinning his lower half. There are 2 points for me. And now I just step over and can push him down into mount. And try to roll and take his back, but I just roll back and resume mount, this time burying the hooks. Which again, that poor kid has 190 pounds of my goofy self on top of him. He tries to wriggle out pretty well. I want to see more bumps from him because that is what I would do if I were in his position. And here I am once again trying to do a rear naked choke, but it's not working. So I just resume mount and go back. And there's a little attempt at driving a shoulder in before I shoot an armbar. And again, my opponent is very squirmy and attempting to go out of it. If he had gone the other way first, it would have improved his chances of escaping this armbar shot. But here we go. He's trying to reap again. The ref calls him on that. So now I'm just gently bringing the arm down until he taps. And that is now going to be my second gold of the day, third gold on my record ever. 2 more wins to the record, positive ratio, but these ones don't feel as good as the new breed gold, and I will get everyone who competed today will go into the next United Grappling Dallas tournament for free. Plus, I will try and do a United Grappling in Indianapolis that gets canceled, and they give me a $120 discount that I get to use for this upcoming Dallas tournament. That will inevitably be delayed multiple times, but I can at least get more teammates from my gym to join it. We'll see how that goes whenever it happens, but for now, this is my second weekend of Bloody April that I've finished. On to the next one, and I will see you guys on the next episode.